Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first video ever in my new apartment. Yes, mine, only mine, no fucking roommates, and except Faisal, which is right here sitting on the couch next to me. Cute as fuck, as always. Anyway, today I had kind of like a cool idea. I don't know why, out of nowhere, I just felt like I want to record. So, that's how it happens usually. I just feel like I want to record. By the way, I got a ring light. That's why you can fucking see me now. Can you imagine me having a ring light? But I do. You can see it in my eyes. Look, it's so cool. And what I love the most about this ring light shit is when you put it when I just plug it in, I can have modes and shit. So I have an RGB mode that is the colors of the bisexual flags. I know it's not on purpose, but I just love those colors anyway. So I just keep it plugged in like that all the time. I just such a cool vibe. Yeah, I have literally so many things in this apartment. This is not what the video is about, by the way, but that were my dream to have. And even though it's a big downgrade from that apartment, I feel like it's still an upgrade because this is an awesome ass space. I have literally everything I've ever wanted in this place. Even lids up on my kitchen. I didn't know I wanted that, but I did. You know what I mean? And it's amazing. And the flooring is marble. I don't know. I love that. The only problem is the AC is screaming, shouting. But other than that, cool as fuck. Love this place. Nice neighbors also. Yeah. Also, I wanna not apologize, but look at my hair. It's not very presentable in my opinion. Even though you might say you like it, it's not what I usually go for, you know. But I didn't style it or anything because I'm gonna go get my extensions done in this next few weeks, perhaps. Actual extensions, you know. Someone's getting an upgrade. Did you see that? Everything I'm saying is upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. This Mercury retrograde is literally the best ever. I feel only blessings coming my way, even though so many things are blessings in the skies. There are blessings. I can definitely see them for being blessings. Everything that comes into my life now, always actually, is fucking a blessing, you know. Even though it doesn't seem like it in the moment, I know it is, you know, because it just proves itself to be a blessing at the end every time. So I'm just gonna go with that, you know. I'm just gonna be a positive queen and go with that, you know. So yeah. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about today, for some reason, I felt urged to talk about it, like I do with literally every topic I have discussed on this channel, in this video form. But what I want to talk with you is something I actually had a podcast episode recorded. I was about to say filmed, but it's not really a video, you know what I mean? Of me and my friends talking about our spiritual, supernatural experiences, ghosts, poltergeists, things like that, right? So I felt urged to tell you guys, international watchers, also about this, right? Because my podcast is in Hebrew. It's not very internationally inclusive of me, I guess, but I guess sucks to be you, you know. Hebrew is a cool language and I'm gonna use it because I like it. But this is for a language that I also like, and I also see the potential of the audience, you know, that I can reach with this language, and I actually like my British accent and an excuse to use it. So yeah, I said that. I did. Yeah, come after me. Anyway, I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm super high, but I don't know if you can actually see it because I don't look that high, but I'm not presently here in this moment. I'm somewhere in space. This is a shell of my body. Anyway, yeah, so I want to start by claiming, right, that I, at the beginning, like, no, wait, I always believed in the supernatural, right? I always believed things like that were real, right? Ghosts, poltergeists, whatever, demons, shit, I don't know, everything, angels, at all. I believed it all, right? Because I have been there, here already. I'm an ancient soul, whatever, claim that. Yeah, so, and I'm goth, so it means I'm darkly inclined, and when you're darkly inclined, you as a kid are super curious about like scary stuff, right? Like horror movies and like possessions and like weird creepy shit like ghosts and stuff. So like I always believed it, that it's real, and that's why I never fucked with it. You know what I mean? Because I believe that's real. I don't want to fuck with it. You know what I mean? Period, point blank. As any logical human being would react to that, I guess. So as I grew up, right, I went to like religious facilities, like schools and shit like that. Everybody was scared of those things and of me, but not kind of related, but they kind of like associated me with those things, even though I myself didn't really associate myself with those things. Like they, well, for like people in a religious school to tell them you're a witch, it's not something they can actually process in the way you want them to. They're gonna take it as like, oh, you're a fucking witch, you do like black magic, you kill people, you worship Satan, all of those things. So I couldn't really, I'm rambling. Anyway, I was a believer, right? But I never wanted to believe that it's really real, and it's possibly could be in my vicinity, right? Because that is spooky. So, my first apartment that I moved to ever was here in the same street that I am living right now. Like the past few apartments were just literally on the same street. Like this is fate, bro. This apartment I also found by accident. Complete accident. Anyway, my first apartment ever that I lived in, right, used to be, right, back in the days. This is one of the first cities ever built in here, so like, back in the days, it was a brothel. It was. So, apparently, I didn't know about this, right, before I moved in. Because it doesn't say it anywhere, on, like, Google and stuff. But from like, word to mouth, everybody knows about this. And that's super, super creepy. Like, what the fuck? But apparently everybody knew that it was a brothel. It's, like, known to be a brothel. Like, in the past. Not in current days. But it's known for it used to being a brothel. So, when I moved in, one of my friends, the one who makes the jingle for the podcast, one of my friends, his name is Ziskis. That is a shout out. You can find him down in the description. He does music. He's pretty cool. Anyway, why my foot itches? Ow. When I moved in, and we were really close friends, so I ask him to come visit and see my apartment, obviously, and also help me with some of the things, right? So like, ow, my foot. So he came in and he walked down the hallway. It was a really creepy hallway that was really dark all the time. Even when the light was on, it was really dark. So he just went in there and he was like making jokes about it being haunted. He was like, Sandra, like pretending that he heard a woman named Sandra speaking, you know what I mean? Like, wow, my foot is like really itching. I'm so sorry, but I can't resist it. It's so itching. It happens to me quite a lot, actually. I don't know why. I just get this burst of itch and it's annoying. Yeah. Anyway, so I took it lightly. I was like, oh, Sandra, ha 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 ha, it's haunted, ha 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 ha, funny. But as time passes, right, and I live that, even though I moved in with the roommate had at the beginning, the guy, I lived there alone for like a few months because he needed to sort things out with his mom moving out, shit like that. We were under the age of 18, understandable. So I was living there alone, and wow, that's like one of the scariest shit ever happening to me. Like, I still to this day am so fucking confused. So, first of all, right, I would watch like YouTube videos and shit like that, and out of nowhere there would be and I would do something as I am watching those YouTube videos, right? And out of nowhere, they would just turn themselves off. And it was way before I got my cat, right? So like even if you could have thought of an explanation of how like my cat pressed on like the mouse or something, no, there's no cat, okay? I'm not even in the vicinity, right? There is internet. It's not loading, it just like stopped, a few times it was happening, repeatedly. And one time, it was still before my roommate officially moved in. When he did move in, he did report to me like when he heard like Sandra knocking on his door and like shit like that. He had it more than I did, right? Because me and Sandra were kind of like friends. I don't know. She was nice. She was cool. I don't know. I always treated her well, and she didn't treat me badly, so it's cool. So I was like with Ziskis, right? At my house. We were like chatting or something, and then he says like, I'm gonna go do something, and then I'm gonna come back, right? And at the same time that he says that, I know that my roommate is supposed to come back. My roommate and him were friends. I was like, okay, it's like we're gonna meet up together, We were always like doing shit like that. We were like very social, I guess, at that time with each other. So like, he goes, right? And my room was set up in a way that like I didn't have a door, but like the door was off the hinges, right? Because the previous fucking residents fucking like kicked the door and broke it like that and never fixed it, and the landlord never fixed it and told me to buy a door and pay for it, and I was like, fuck no. Anyway, but the beginning, before I even found the curtain solution and everything, I just had the fucking door like kind of like angled in a way that like it blocks most of the view, but it's still, you couldn't put it perfectly, so you can see like of the crevices, right, of the door from outside and inside, right? So it was like this. So you have to literally like put it up every time a person comes in, comes out. So that's what I did, privacy. So that's all I had at the time. So like, this kiss goes away and goes to do something. I don't know. I don't remember. And oh my god, yeah. And as he goes, my roommate calls me and he's like, I'm on my way. Okay, I'll be there in like a few minutes. I'm like, okay, cool, because like I was waiting for him. We were waiting for, I don't know, I don't remember exactly. We were waiting to like meet up, the three of us. So I wait, because I'm just chilling. I didn't have anything to do that day, so I'm just chilling, right? I'm on my phone or something. I get dressed, I do shit, and then I hear like a knock. No, that's even worse. I don't hear a knock. What I hear is somebody, and for the record, right, our door in that apartment cannot, is always locked, okay? When you close it, it automatically locks itself. you know. Um, Wait, I got a message. Let me see. I just stopped to do a tarot reading. Well, my updates from the reading, like from the person I read to, are like loading because I have no fucking signal in this place. So until it would load, I will continue telling you this story. So I said like we had a lock on the door that was like automatic. When you close the door, when the like thing goes in, it's locked. You then can't open it. You have to use the key. If you're stuck without the key, like that's it. Like you're locked outside. You know, even if you just like went to like pull up like the switch, because there was it happened, and I got stuck outside many times during like in the middle of the night. I got stuck while I was on the roof, and I had to sleep on the roof. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So if you didn't have the key, you couldn't just come in, right? So I also had a neighbor, a third neighbor in my apartment. It was like a divided apartment, and it was my messages are in, and it was a divided apartment, right? And there lived, shared a hallway, me, my roommate, and an old Russian lady. And me and my roommate shared the same kitchen, and she didn't share the kitchen. She had her own kitchen, her own apartment, but we did share a hallway. So like when guests would come over to her place, they would walk in the same hallway. Sometimes some of her guests did have a key. You know, they would just, because she had a problem with her feet, so she couldn't walk much. So they would just like walk like in with the key, and you know, come see her or help her, whatever, you know, family, friends, whatever. But they would always come to her door because they had nothing to do with anything else, right? They would just go straight to her door, knock on her door because it was always locked. Her door, for some reason, I don't know why, but it was always locked. Old Russian ladies, they do that. So they would always like knock on her door, and then she would open it, and they would let her in. All of these very familiar noises, right? That I have come to be used to by the time this happened, right? Because she would bring people over all the time, shit like that. Like I would, you know, familiar sounds, you know, that you capture in the environment. So I was like doing shit in my room, right? And I hear somebody opening the front door with the key, right? And it's like a very massive door. It makes noise. Like, you know, everything there made a shit ton of noise, right? That's what I'm saying. It's a very distinct sound because you can really hear it because it makes a lot of noise. So they open the door. You have to also, nobody knows really how to open that door. It's really tricky. Like you have to, there's like a circle thing, a handle that it's a circle actually, and you have to move it like around, twist it around like to the right to open it, like until the end, until it doesn't let you twist it anymore, and then you open with the key, and then you twist it more, and then it opens. And if you don't do that, it doesn't open. So nobody would in their right mind that, you know, I've never seen before I lived there, I've never seen like a handle like that, you know. I didn't know how to open the door when I first came there. Like that was like so alien to me. I was like, what the fuck, what is this, you know? Like you need to know how to open this door. So somebody opened the door, and like with the key all the way, and then opened the door, and then like closed the door, and then I like didn't hear anything. And then I was like, what was that? Like somebody like, did my friend that just left thought he forgot something, and then he realized he didn't forget something, and then he left? Like that's what I thought, you know. And then I heard it again, right? I was like, okay, that's strange. Like the first time, okay, that's strange. But I was like, you know, making that excuse in my mind. I'd like keep going doing my stuff, you know. And then I hear it again, like somebody getting in, opening like the handle all the way, opening the door, but I didn't hear them closing the door this time. And I hear footsteps, and I hear footsteps like coming back and forth and into my room and stopping there. And I was like, what what is this a prank? That's a prank, right? That is a prank, right? And then I looked, in the crevices, in the cracks in my between like the door and the and the place where the door was supposed to be, and I saw nothing. I was like creeped out, and then I called my friend. I was like, "Yo, was that you just now?" And he was like, "No. What do you mean? I'm not even here." Like, and I hear outside noises. And then, like, my roommate at the time, I call him and I'm like, "Bro, was that you?" And he's like, "Are you pranking me?" He told me, "Are you pranking me?" And I was feeling like I'm being pranked, you know what I mean? Like somebody were just like fucking with me, you know? So I'm having this face, while he's telling me that, and I am like fucking baffled by what's going on, and I'm like, no, like that this and this and this happened, explaining them the situation, and he was like, "Was it not your friend, like our friend?" And I was like, "No, I just called him and he said ask your roommate if it was him." Like, it was very strange. It was like kind of like a blame game between both of them, because nobody knew who fucking did it, because it was so fucking strange, so they come to the apartment, we sit down, we discuss about this, right? And they give the idea of us, we didn't think anything supernatural this time. We were just like, what the fuck is this, let's check. I thought it was a person. Like, I heard like footsteps, and also felt, there's a vibration on the floor. When somebody hits the floor, you can sense it. So I fucking felt it, you know what I mean? There was like footprints, I don't know, like footsteps, I don't know how to explain, but anyway. A painting like tilted and like slid, and my cat got scared. Anyway, so yeah, we have the idea of getting the camera footage of the building, because we're kind of like in good relations with the people who are responsible for the building, the neighbors who are responsible for the building, and yeah, so like we went into their house, and we were just like, and they just let us in, complete strangers, me who looks like this, they're a religious family, very nice hospitality, I have to say. They're also friends of my parents from like when I used to grow up in the hood, you know what I mean? We were neighbors there as well, which was kind of like a good, nice closure, it's kind of cute, "Oh, you're their daughter." I'm like, "Yeah, hi, that's me." Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, I guess. So anyway, we go take the fucking security footage, right? "Hello, baby, how's it going?" We go take the fucking security footage, and they give us the whole like app thing, right? Full access, whatever, the same that he has, right? "Oh, look how handsome he is. Oh, usually he's so shy, but I want to see your face. So cute." Anyway, so like we literally second by second sat through the entire footage of that time, between the calls and between my roommate's call. My roommate called me when my friend was still in the apartment. He didn't leave yet. So we saw from that moment until the moment that I called them, and beyond that, like we just couldn't find anything suspicious. Couldn't find anything, actually. Couldn't find shit. and we just came into the conclusion that it was a fucking ghost, because that makes the most fucking sense. I'm sorry, that was Sandra. She fucks with those, you know, shit happens like that. There was, you know what, this is, I usually do very long story, like videos, story times, whatever, but you know, let's try a new concept. Oh, by the way, did you see the nails? Look how cool. And this is for the guitar hand. Look how cool, right? It's so fucking cool. I started playing guitar, electric guitar, since I don't know if you know this, but I broke up the band. We were having some trouble and shit, like, in like genre differences, crucial genre differences and stuff like that. So we just like broke up the band. And I am going on my solo career. Hey guys, I am a musician and an artist, if you couldn't tell by what the fuck is going on right now. So I actually wanted to like move a little bit like this so you can see the cute scenery, because what's going on there is not that cute with all the pipes and shit. But anyway, so yeah, expect some music coming out this year, and I think until October, until like November, I don't know, around that time I'm gonna drop some fucking banger ass music. If you don't know, it's going to be kind of like a song, a diss track I wrote about the roommate situation that happened, and it happened to be a banger, you know, and I fucking loved it, and it was very creative and very nice and really hit deep and was very goth. So if you look forward to my music, fuck yeah, like hell yeah, be a part of the I was about to say gang, and then I was about to say cult, and then I was like, okay, it's not getting any better, I need to stop. So yeah, if you want to be a part of my community, you're more than welcome to follow my Instagram, Kessem's Journey, or it's gonna be in the description as well. And I also have an OnlyFans. If you don't know, I have an OnlyFans, where you can get early access videos of my YouTube channel. You know, right now as I'm recording this video, which is September 3rd, 2023, you can actually get early access of some videos that are going to be in the apartment vlog. The full whole apartment vlog. That's gonna be a very long video. Maybe I would make it like two-parter, you know, a two-parter series, you know, because it's really going to be really long, you know, with my commentary in it and everything like that, of all the things that were happening, how it is to move this young and like have to deal with all of this shit, and what my landlord fucking still does to me, like crazy ass shit. So like, yeah, you can get early access on my OnlyFans, and I post on my OnlyFans every week. Also, you can get spicy like really spicy, too spicy for Instagram content that, well, it's safe for work, but like you know what I mean, like super sexy photos, like vampire aesthetic type goth sexy photos, like amazing, right? And I have really cool concepts and I like it, okay? And it will mean the world to me if you support me on this journey of I wanted to say becoming an influencer, but that's not really my goal, right? Like my goal is just like to get my shit out there. Like I just want to feel fulfilled while I do it, and this helps me feel fulfilled. Like sharing my opinion and like my journey helps me feel fulfilled in a way, because I like talking about it, and I am a very like, I want to say humble person, because I don't really like talking about it with other people. Oh, look at me, look at my things, look at how I'm doing. I just don't like really being the center of attention, which is kind of funny because I want to be a solo artist, which is to be in the center of attention. I have stage fright. Hello. Um, uh, we're dealing with it, with time. It gets less worse, but talking to a camera, it's like talking to myself, and I can speak with myself about literally anything. So like, oh yeah, I think my dad came to help me fix the AC, so this is time to wrap this up. Goodbye.